football with a terrific matchup on this Thursday night. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy. I'd say they're doing that. Mensah. Got a man. It's Gilbert. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded the quality of this.
Caught, and he's got room. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a play by the defender that time because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this pass rush, man, getting home quick. This is what you want. You want to affect the quarterback as fast as possible. And they were in there so fast, this offense had no clue what to do.
On the run, it's Fletcher. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll try to do it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll go with Washington. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Bryson Washington again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to power their way ahead. After 45 on his way. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Mensah. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Lost to fire on second down. Going right and going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. There's some room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. After the break, they'll go back to work. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Auburn lines up quickly.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He wants to change this route. Brown will throw it. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again?
Blue 22. Hey, kill it, kill it. 496, tsunami. 496, tsunami.
They'll run for it. Turning it on. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores. Touchdown, Auburn. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
The run inside. It's Pringle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the defense finally has fit.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, going to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This time he's got his man.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. On the draw, it's Fletcher. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And they can't make the play on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab in their space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Mensah rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To give on the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Canes want to move quickly.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Run in the red zone. It's Pringle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one.
Makes the catch and he's free. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll move the tight end. Throwing, Mensah. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Big fella moving. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
They've been aggressive on 4th down. They've already converted twice. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Canes.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback making checks. Brown wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it down the left side. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They're testing the right side here. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game, on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
From the red zone, it's Cobb. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one, and 5 on the season.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Mensah to throw. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Quarterback making adjustments. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Cobb. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes a hit as he fires. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Tigers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Inside the 40. 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 5 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Buckeyes with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And with that W, they get back above 500, 3-2 now on the season.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great...
Snags it, and there's running room. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Here's a give to Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they got him.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First point of the game. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defense.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Mensah got his man on the right. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Got enough for the first. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right.
Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Miami. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
The run inside. It's Cobb. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulls it in. It's Kane. Makes a grab and just steamrolling the defense. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. On the run, it's Cobb. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The offense changing the play. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The pull and throw off the RPO. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the
maybe some room here. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Fletcher. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the option. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Throwing, Mensah. Still looking, on the move. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
So here comes the Auburn offense. That turnover on the last possession was a killer. Now it's a two-score game, and they've got to get things going right now. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Kane. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Quickly to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Bringing the heat. On target over the middle. There he goes. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a chip.
Snags it and he's open. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Might be changing the route. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brown will throw it. Looking deep. Finds his man. It's Cobb. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The tag. He is in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Fourth down, same as first, same as second, same as third for this offense. Going for it in a big-time moment. Get the big first down. This game, you're running out of time defensively. You're going to have to find a way to get a stop, even if it takes 4 downs.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone. The Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. In the red area, it's Fletcher. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Here's Mensah to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And it's no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Might be calling a hot route. Brown wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the back. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Quick release by the QB. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up and